Experiencing the golden age of aviation is the goal of a special event this weekend. And joining me now are Orland Fallhaber and Steve Martin. Thank you so much for joining me. So the plane just flew in a couple of days ago, and so then now people get to experience this if they want, right?
That's correct, yes.
Tell us what the Fly on the Ford is.
It'll be about a 20 to 30-minute ride. It'll fly over town and usually over the rail center and then out over the lake and then back. It's truly a great experience if you've ever been in a light airplane.
What makes this experience unique?
This airplane was built back in 1929, so it's almost 100 years old, and it's got quite a history on the airplane. It takes you back in history is what it does. It has 3 radial engines on it, so it's a very safe airplane. Orland, any dad?
Well, this airplane really started the airline industry in the 20s. Henry Ford had this desire to create air travel into something that was faster than trains. And so in the late 20s, his company started building these airplanes, and Eastern Airlines was the company that actually started this with this. This airplane's been to Cuba, flown into South America, and in its later life, it was a fire bomber and did fire jumpers to fight fires, jumped out of it, and those kind of things. So it really has a lot of history, and it's really a cool old airplane. If you look inside of it, it's beautiful wood and nice leather seats, and the seats, it's 2 rows of seats, so it's not one seat on each side. Everybody has a window so they can see outside, and it doesn't fly very fast and it doesn't fly very high, but it's a lot of fun to be in.
Perfect. And the last time you were here was in 2019.
Yes.
And you had a great response because I remember covering it.
Yes, we had a good turnout, a very good turnout.
It's pretty amazing as we've promoted this past week, how many people remember that time and how excited they were that it was back in town. So we really encourage people to come out, and even if they don't want to go for a ride, just to come out and view the airplane, and you'll have access to it. And then we're going to have some other static airplane displays and some old cars from that time period and stuff like that. So
do you need to register ahead, or can people show up and register then if they want to fly on it? How do you want that to work?
You can pre-register if you want, or you can just come out. If the pre-register will probably get priority, but yeah, you can come either way or just show up, and when your turn comes, you can go for a ride. So.
Yeah, everyone will have the opportunity to ride on it, and you know, this wouldn't really be possible without the cooperation of a couple groups here at the airport. The North Platte Airport Authority and Sam Seafeld, he's the manager. He's and his team, you know, they make it all possible that we can use their facilities to do this as a local chapter. And then, of course, Trigo Dugan Aviation, we couldn't do it without them. And that's where we'll be based out of, is Trigo Dugan.
Perfect.
And Scott Baker and his team.
Okay.
Very generous to help us out.
Perfect. All right. So through Sunday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.